Jhin has been the go-to today in our first day of LCK, but Samira is open, and there's a hover here, some consideration, and it is locked in. Incredible win rate in Kespa Cup, but in LPL, not so much. It's actually fallen in favor quite a bit. 1-3 of the 4 games she was left open, even though she is very high on the ban list as well. So we'll see how they decide to empower this in the bot lane. And
yeah, half of all games I think she's been banned, or maybe a little bit less.
I think you have to pick a really strong top side here, like the Ornn. I was thinking Ornn, even in Mordekaiser, even though he's less popular, would have been a strong pick here, because when you have the Taliyah Renekton, you need a tanky top laner who's survivable, otherwise you will just get dove non-stop and you're going to have a really bad bond. I mean, obviously you've removed Azir, you've removed Orianna, which are going to be 2 of the fairly safe picks, especially ult-wise into this, but just see Chovy lock in the Victor. This can be a very volatile mid-matchup, and that's where I think Taliyah is going to come into play a lot here. Try to set up for some stuns with Irelia in the mid lane. So it's going to have to be a very careful game for Chovy, which is... I mean, he very rarely dies. Some of the most famous KDAs ever recorded across all leagues on this player.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he has been playing very aggressively as of late. So I like T1's adaptation here. It was a blind Irelia here, and they gave them the opportunity to pick the Victor into it. But it's not like Victor counters the Irelia by any means. We'll see how Chovy plays this out.
Yeah, and they also had to pick a magic damage mid laner as well. I mean, I know Deft is hybrid damage on the wasn't able to close the gap again, and misses the stun to boot.
That's the Taliyah.
Right, that's a flash forward from Vista, but doesn't really do anything with it, and he's just going to die. First blood going over to Samira, and it was delivered on a silver platter. What a disaster!
I mean, you can't play like that against Maokai, and you can't. It's not the same matchup that we had last time, where you just constantly crash in and trade repeatedly.
Oh no, Def.
It's pretty nice reactions across the board on both teams. No mistakes here, but the force back into teleport gives a slight advantage here on this Drake to Hana Life Esports. They're going to try to push into this. They start it, but
whoa, that's a flash forward. Oh. That's a solo kill.
Wow!
Closer just catches Chovy unaware.
Well, that's insanely aggressive from Closer, but he hit his ult earlier. He knew that Chovy didn't have flash.
He
certainly has. Watch this again. Boom. Flashed into it. Ult's on top of Chovy. He's got no flash. He's got no way out. His shield isn't going to save him there, sadly.
Yeah, just perma resets over everyone. Really, really beautiful stuff here. From
Life just don't get to trade anything back macro-wise here.
Yep, and once again, I mean, Chovy's going to have to flash to get out of the way of this one, but Closer's going to take another turret shot, and Chaos Storm's doing a lot of work. Death Ray comes in, and Arthur steals away the kill like a jerk. Oh, no. What? I mean, it's better to have assist gold on top of your kill, but still. Not exactly what you want to see. Death taking a lot of damage, and he's going to have to cleanse to get himself out of it. Vista decides he wants to go back in. His carrier gets exploded. Death grabs that kill. Vista's going to die, and the ulti will come through from Gumayusi, but he's not able to get enough done. Steals away 1 kill, but now Arthur's looking to try and lock down Elim. And Elim's running, but he's not going to be able to get far enough. And the kill steal attempt from Chovy wasn't able to work as well as Arthur's from earlier.
Just a perfect shutdown there of Gumayusi's ultimate. Means that Deft survives with a sliver of health and is able to...
300. Chovy, no flash, remember. This is very unfortunate. He's going to get flicked back and destroyed. Elim grabs that kill. Alright, he's going to land on the carrier, so he will fall. So it's a 1-for-1 in the end, and the Rift Herald wasn't actually employed in that particular fight, so just a 1-for-1.
Rotation coming up here from Elim as well, so this is just going to be guaranteed plates, stealing some little golems away. But
oh, they'll just take the turret.
Yeah, it looks like they just will. I mean, the rotation's coming up here from Morgan and Arthur. Morgan does have his Ornhorn, but I mean, with this...
That's a big flash in. Oh my god, the flick onto both of them as the Graves is going to fall. Now, Canna is in trouble. Chovy teleporting in just to save the day, and he will be able to do so. They do lose the turret, but a 2-for-1 exchange when it comes to the kills.
I mean, Closer's going to side stun.
Yeah, slice over the wall there from Canna. He's never going to die. As a Weaver's Wall comes through just to get Elim in position. Deft just being hunted to the ends of the earth and will be taken down. Closer will tidy that one up. Carrier tanking the turret for a very long time and will die after the rel as Gumayusi takes a very empowered shot from the turret, but he'll be able to clean this one up in the end. And it'll be 2 turrets to 0, and this gold lead will keep extending.
T1's playing ping pong, not playing League of Legends. Oh, you're coming to the top lane to try to stop Kana because he's pushing down a turret? Oh, we're going to win a fight in the bot lane, or at least trade and get another turret. And the gold just keeps going up for T1. 8 to 8 on
Death Ray doing some work, but now the Brambles come forward. Vanguard's edge into the backline. Oh my god! Closer just destroying the team fight. Deft trying to run away, but he won't be able to. Arthur can't kite this one out either, as Morgan will get a knock up, but he's gonna go down, and T1 destroy the team fight. And Closer, I'm sorry about what I said in game number 2. You are an incredible player.
God tier engage on this fight, and Hanwha Life Esports almost feels like they forgot he was there. They forgot that he has this insane strong engage, which is extremely well paired with Gumayusi on this Samira, and he just comes in and cleans up.
Brambles come through, and thank you so much to our observers for the sick observing as he just gets on in there, but I feel like the ulti was the damage done, right? It was just so beautifully constructed.
Yeah, Gumayusi cleans up house on the back of this. Arthur's got no way out, and it's just a cleanup. Pure and simple. They get their 3rd Drake of the game, and it feels like the snowball is rolling down to turn around. Huge pick, which we didn't really see all of, so we'll have to take a look at that in the replay, but it was just Hanwha Life looking like they found a nice engage. Were able to pull a pick off, and it's one of the worst ones to have for T1. Losing Keria here is, it's not really safe to even move around the map near where Hanwha Life is. Speaking of which, T1, it seems like they don't care. They're way out of position. Wrong side of the map.
And the flash away from Elam as well. This is just forcing them back. I mean, Canna's in position, and Keria is going to make it to this Drake. So, the 5v5 is there. Vanguard's edge. Flash used for Closer, but no follow-up. Finally, they get in there as Morgan going down so low, but he's so tanky. As in goes Gumayusi into the backline. He will fall down, but has he done enough? And I think the answer is yes, as it's only Chovy left alive, and it's looking like an Ocean Drake is going to land in the hands of T1 for the Ocean Soul.
Exactly right. I mean, it was like Gumayusi just said, I'm part of Hanwha Life now. He dove deep into the backline. He was on top of 3 players by himself. He has a Mortal Shield Bow, which pops in the fight to help keep him alive. And they're going to solo to get that Ocean Drake. They're going to grab a Baron here. And again, the snowball continues. It looked scary for just 1 second, for just a moment for T1. It looked like, okay, maybe Hanwha Life are starting to seal this back. They got that pick in the mid lane. And then they just had, again, another hard Vanguard's edge engage. And Gumayusi gets back into the backline where he wants to be. And it was all off the back, too, of what was originally a pretty rough position for T1. I think this is going back to that mid lane pick we had a while back.
Yeah, we sort of missed out on it a little bit as Keria, he's the one that flashed forward, right, and then falls, but it was what happened afterwards, and this is as Keria makes his way back. So this is all planned from T1, and Closer, yes, he throws down the ulti, doesn't quite find what he wants, but then they wait it out and they get the perfect timing. I thought it was going to be a disaster, but damn, Gumayusi just dives into the backline, sacrifices himself, and it's all for the good of the team, right?
Yeah, and when you look at it too, you see that the threat of the dive-in.
Well, another ulti to fly forward here from Keria as in goes Vista, just hard engaging the Weaver's Wall. Not exactly doing too much as Canna's going to fall down. The Rel is going to be traded as Chovy is off to the side, but he gets a lot of work done. And T1 may have thrown away part of their advantage as Chovy just walking on these saplings, man. They're doing so much damage. Keria, he might be dead now, but he's done the most damage on his team thus far. I don't know whether that's something weird about Imperial Mandate, because I feel like that maybe that counts towards his damage when it's not actually his damage or something like that, but still it's impressive because we've been seeing a lot of these saplings doing work.
Yeah, I think the saplings are the main reason why he does use an inhibitor here. It's going to make it very, very tough to actually have that vision control of the Drake. They're pushing in.
Yep, there's the crash down. Magnet Storm comes through. That's a great flick back, and Deft is immediately removed from the fight. Chovy finds himself an angle, though, as LM does go golden, and Keria is taken out of the fight. Vista now looking for a little bit more as Chovy just gatekeeping. Canna is inside the enemy base, going rogue. It's Owen Wilson style as he's behind enemy lines, and Gumayusi just wasn't in the fight. He was just taking down the inner turret top lane, and will be able to take an inhibitor turret as well.
This is T1 saying, we'll take the trade. Again, trading down in kills, trading down in the fight, but looking for objectives, pushing down that top turret, looking for what they can. It's unfortunate for Hanwha Life that Deft is the one who's down, because with him up, they could have actually pushed for more, I think. See another teleport coming through here. So it looks like Hanwha, they want Closer.
Trying to get rid of Closer. We'll be able to CC him a little bit. Flash forward there as Arthur could be in trouble. Closer doesn't find the reset, goes golden, does Arthur, but stopwatch is in hand for Closer as well. Vista getting taken down low, and the Samira is online, ladies and gentlemen. That's the quadra kill for Gumayusi. And Deft is like, well, not sure what I can do this game as T1 look to close it out.
Yeah, this time he's the only one left standing, and T1 want to win this series 2-1. They're just going to walk forward down the red carpet and take it. Respawn's just very, very far away. 25 seconds or more on the side of Hanwha Life Esports. Defending this seems nigh impossible with everyone rejoining.
Sometimes you just want to flash under Nexus turrets and throw out an ultimate into nowhere. It doesn't really matter. They're going to dive onto Death. They're going to take him down. It's the ace. It's the unofficial pentakill for Gumayusi's Samira here on day number 1. And T1 start off with a bang. Hanwha made them work for it, but this will be the debut victory for T1 with a roster that a lot of us were not expecting.
And this is the good series we expected. This series wasn't just supposed to be good because it's T1 and we haven't seen them for a long time. It was very hype. People were disappointed. Faker's more than doubles the damage of Closer in the mid lane, but it doesn't matter because this is an objective-based game for T1. 10 towers to 1. Obviously, a few of those in the late part of the game were just because they won the game, but they were massively ahead early on. They got so many turret plates, and they snowballed a game from that 1-3-1.
The POG, and it is true.
구마유시 입장에서는 좀 아쉬울 수 있을 것 같은데.
Too bad for Gumayusi, but Irelia was too impactful in this game. Especially, he also got a solo kill in the very early phase of the game. Irelia is definitely a really hard champion to kind of pull off, but that was a really clean combo. The crew actually